Umaneveti yadgatva Bhila swargam gato yatha Pratyak dhama vida iha Kimma satkarma bhi bhave. Narad Muni had described that there is a bila or a hole from which having entered one does not return. The Haryashvas understood the meaning of this allegory. Hardly once has a person who has entered the low planetary system called the Patala been seen to return. Similarly, if one enters the Vaikuntha Dhama, Pratyak Dhama, he does not return to this material world. If there is such a place from which having gone what does not return to the miserable condition of life, what is the use of jumping like monkeys in this temporary material world and not seeing or understanding that place? What will be the profit? So now Haryashvas are quite intelligent. They have heard. What did they hear? Just one shloka. Correct? That's why I was developing. That if you also read Bhagavad Gita carefully, even one shloka, whole life can change. Correct? Their life changes just by hearing one shloka from Narada. But they are very pious. They have already come to holy place to do tapasya. And they were affected by the purity of that place. Mind was kept calm. And Narad Muni came. And with this also, you can speak, but purity is the force. Narad Muni has met so many devotees, not once. So many people he has met devotees of Krishna, and they are all exalted devotees. Prahlad, Dhruva, Vedavyasa, now here another one. Haryashvas, the 10,000 sons. And they are hearing, and immediately it makes sense to them. What is he telling? He says, there is a hole in which if we enter, we have not seen anybody come back. And it has been explained in the shloka, they understood it refers to two things. One is Bilasvarga. What is this Bilasvarga? See, generally people's idea is heaven or hell. It's mistake. The complete picture is this. First, there is a spiritual world. That's why people do not know. Even spiritualists who take to the impersonal path do not know there is a spiritual world where there are planets, there are living entities. They have no idea. This is the most confidential part of existence, which is not. What is that? Spiritual world, where the Lord resides with the devotees. And that is like the city. And the jail, a small cloud in the sky, in the spiritual sky, in one corner. That's the material world. Whole material world with billions of universes. Just a small. Just like a jail is very part of the small part of the city, the material world is very small part of the spiritual world. And how it is spiritual world situated? Not on land in the spiritual, not on the planets. In the sky in the spiritual world, in the corner of one cloud. And we are within that. Understood? Now within this, there are billions of universes, unlimited. And then within a universe, there is every universe. So the first Mahavishnu creates a material world lying within this cloud. He creates unlimited living entities from the pores of his, he creates unlimited universes from the pores of his body. And this Mahavishnu then enters each universe as Garbhodakshay Vishnu. And he lies down in each universe on the water created by his own potency. That is Garbhodakshay Vishnu. And Anantashesha is lying down and Lakshmi is massaging his feet. And from his navel, a small, for him it is very small, a stem comes out just like a hair. And on that the Brahma is born. And then the Brahma goes into the secondary creation and all the planetary systems are created. Okay? Understood. And then within the planetary system there are, and one more remaining, Vishnu. That is Garbhodakshay Vishnu, then expands to Kshirodakshay Vishnu, which is the Paramatma in everybody's heart. And not only in every heart, he enters inside every atom. Now, if we understand these three Purushas, what are the three Purushas? Mahavishnu, that is also called Karnodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and Shirodakshay Vishnu, you understand the creation. Creation has to do with these three forms of Vishnu. Krishna is not involved. It is Krishna's expansions which are involved. Krishna plays with Radharani. Krishna plays with Mother Yashoda. These things he doesn't do. It is his expansions who take care of this. And now what happens that within the universe, there are different places you can be there. One place is called, you can say, the higher planetary systems. There are 14 planetary systems with different levels of enjoyment. Earthly planet, there is both suffering and enjoyment. Above Earth, the planetary systems. What are the names of the planetary system above Earth? Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha. Then? What? Very good. Not Jnanaloka. Tapaloka. Then you read the names above. Now above Earth. Above Earth is Swargaloka. Then Janaloka. Is Mahaloka is there, Janaloka is there, Tapaloka is there. So many lokas are there. Okay? And below Earth, Tala, Atala, Sitala, Tala, Atala, and Patala. Okay? Okay? So below Earth is there, above Earth is there. Now above Earth is called where there are very good conditions for living. They are all devotees. All are devotees. And as it goes up, they are more and more pure. Brahma's place, they are almost pure. Therefore, generally, it's not that they don't do, they are doing tapasya there also, but they generally go to the spiritual world from Brahma's place. And Brahma's life is over, they go to the spiritual world. Brahma lives for hundreds or trillions of years and then goes to the spiritual world. Now, below Earth, very interesting thing is, there is no suffering. There is tremendous enjoyment. That is called Bila Swarga, imitation Swarga. Naraka Loka is below. People mix up. There is above Earth, there are planets called Swarga where people enjoy remembering God. Below Earth, there are planetary systems where people enjoy forgetting God. That is called Bila Swarga. In fact, there is enjoyment even more than Swarga there. Below this planetary system is hell. Hell is separate. People mix up that below Earth there is suffering. There is no suffering. There is tremendous enjoyment, but in total forgetfulness of God. Understood now? Hell is below the 14 planetary systems. Hell is not part of the 14 planetary system. Hell is below the planetary system. Understood? This is clear? Now that's why it is said, because there is so much enjoyment in this Bila Swarga, you say, who comes back from there? They have not seen. And then, when he goes to the spiritual world, definitely nobody comes back from there. Because why? Krishna is saying, Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Potentially you can come. It's not that potentially you cannot come back, but you don't come back. Just like you touch your hand on fire. And if I say touch again, you will not do. Because already you are burned. So having come to the metal world, having suffered and rotted in the metal world, and Prabhupada is saying jumping like a monkey in the metal world, once you go back to the spiritual world, you will not come back. No? You know how dangerous it is. Once you made a mistake, you will not make a mistake. But potentially you can make a mistake again. Because if the potential is taken away, then there is no devotion. No, I have to serve Krishna. No, there is no have to. It's free. Just like when I am chanting Hare Krishna, there is no force, it is voluntary. But I want to chant Hare Krishna. You understand? Therefore, if we do not understand the philosophy, and if our life doesn't get molded, then we see the people maybe when they are in our association or in association of devotees, they do chant and read. When they go, they don't continue. So many times you call. Some of those students we know, they were very nicely chanting. You call them, are you chanting? No. Why? Because he was never philosophically convinced. Only in good association he was doing things. So not only we should chant, we should also understand why I am chanting. Therefore, they are explaining, Narada is explaining to the Hareshwas, and Hareshwas figuring out, yes. Kim asat karma bhi bhavet. What is the use of the temporary activities? Because, I'm lost here permanently. And if I can mold my life in such a way that I can go back to Krishna's place, isn't that more important? Kim asat karma bhi bhavet. Why I get locked to temporary activities? Better I become intelligent and go back to Krishna's lotus feet. Because their father has sent them produce children. And Narad Muni is saying, they're so pious. What is the need? Why you want to get lost into Kim asat karma bhi bhavet? Anyway, Narada is himself a sannyasi. He is not married. So he is also encouraging them. Better remain like this only. So this is a normal conflict that comes between preachers and the family people. Now Daksha will get very angry very soon. These 10,000 sons are not going back home now. They have heard Narada because they got convinced. What did they get convinced? Kim asat karma bhi bhavet. What is the use of temporary activities? So how do you go to the spiritual world then? Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha taktva deham punarjanma neti mamiti so arjuna. This is a very nice shloka. What is it? If you just hear the activities of Krishna, we all have a tendency to hear about some hero. That's why we open newspaper. Some hero. What did he do? One hero. What did he do? Correct? Koi batata na? We have a tendency actually in our heart. Do we have a tendency or not? That one person is, what he did? Because actually we are devotees of Krishna. So within us, because we are devotees of Krishna, within us there is a desire to hear about Krishna. There is a desire. There is our natural aptitude. Purpose in the spiritual world, everybody is enchanted by the Lord. Totally enchanted by the Lord. Everything Krishna does. Wow. Krishna does something. Oh, wow. Totally Krishna stuns all the living entities. So wonderful. It is not artificially Krishna is the boss and people are, okay, what to do. We have to follow Krishna. We have to serve Krishna. It's not like that. People are stunned by his wonderful personal qualities. Not power. Power displays in Vaikuntha. Correct? But in Goloka, Krishna doesn't show power. Krishna only they see is Krishna. In Vaikuntha also they see his personal qualities. But in Goloka they see only personal qualities. You understand? Vishnu is holding Shankar, the Gada and Chakra. Krishna is holding only flute. He is not showing his power at all. So what is mesmerized by? His wonderful qualities. Every day Mother Yashoda is stunned. This boy is so sweet. All the friends of Krishna are stunned. Without Krishna they can't just play. They're playing with Krishna. When they are eating, all are surrounding Krishna. He is the center of attention. Not artificially. By nature he is so wonderful. Okay? We're seeing now. All of them say, who will touch Krishna first? And they run. And who will going to touch him? He is the center of focus in the spiritual world. Naturally. Ittham bhuta guno harihi. His qualities are so wonderful. That day we discussed the shloka. Atma ramascha munayo nirgranti api urukrame kurvanti ahetukim bhaktim ittham bhuta guno harihi. Krishna's qualities are so wonderful that everybody just wants to, everybody's get attracted. Therefore, the very name Krishna comes. Akashiti iti Krishna attracts everybody's attention. So when we hear, and we have what is the perfect example of hearing? Parikshit Maharaj. He just heard from Shuka Muni about Krishna's wonderful qualities. And hearing, his mind was absorbed, samadhi on Krishna's lotus. Yesterday we were discussing on Saturday evening how different stages we go. What are the stages? Shamana Dasha. You say you take Krishna book. Therefore every day we should read one story of Krishna book. Many devotees that practice. Before they sleep they read one story. That they sleep, they keep thinking about Krishna. Very nice practice. We should also have it. Everybody try to introduce. It just take 10 minutes. One story doesn't take time. Okay? So what you should do? You should hear. Find time. Okay? What will happen first? Shamana Dasha. Let us analyze in the same stages. Shamana Dasha means you start hearing. That much you are doing as a sadhana. The next Varana Dasha. It's very nice. Yours first you do as a sadhana, the taste will not be there. Second say, Varana Dasha. Very nice, very nice. You start accepting. It becomes part of your life. Then what is the next thing? Shavana Dasha, then Varana Dasha, then Smarana Dasha. Shamana Dasha, Varana Dasha, then Smarana Dasha. What is Smarana Dasha now? Now you start thinking. You're hearing, accepting, and then Smarana Dasha, they have given various stages where we start enjoying hearing about the past times. And it goes on, they say Anusmriti, where a person starts, thinking about it constantly. In the beginning stages, we think about Krishna. We are very nice when we read Krishna. Then we forget. We start thinking so many material things. But then a stage comes when you keep practicing. It becomes permanent. And then next, Anusmriti leads to Samadhi. Total absorption in Krishna Leela. And then Sampatti Dasha. What happens then? Next stage, Sampatti Dasha. Your original position to Krishna is revealed. Okay? So this happens by Shavana. Shavana means reading Prabhupada books, and Shavana also means chanting Hare Krishna. Okay? You are hearing. So this hearing, above Navavidha Bhakti, hearing is most important. Different activities are doing every day. We are cooking, we are cleaning, we are worshipping, we are so many things we are doing. What is the most important item among all the things? Shavanam. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Vandanam, Archanam, Padasevanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. These are the 9 ways we can serve. You want to serve Krishna, you should know how to serve. The 9 ways we can serve him. Among them, Shavadam is very important, because if Shavadam is done properly, other 8 angas will automatically manifest. If Shavadam is good, if you are very nicely chanting, among Shavadam, definitely, chanting has its most important role. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shamana. So when you begin chanting, what happens? And hearing about glories of Krishna, what happens to a system? Gradually the system gets purified, and then it becomes totally absorbed in Krishna. Okay? And then when you leave the body, you achieve Krishna's lotus feet. Okay? So we do different things, but Prabhupada says you're doing different responsibilities, but the so-called duties which we are doing should not result in a situation where you cannot chant 16 rounds, because that is your foundation. If you forget that, on your Shavana, the whole your spiritual life is standing. If Shavana will get reduced, then you are doing activities, but they will not be done in Krishna consciousness. They will be done mundane way. Then there is no, slowly it will stop. Prabhupada says it will not endure, because the foundation is not, the building will fall. And many times it does happen. People neglect their rounds. Oh, not chalega, 16 ka, 2 bhi chalega. Then very soon, this building will. In fact, one devotee is very nicely explaining. If Shavadam is going on properly, means you are attentively chanting and reading, hearing, then spiritual life will always go up. But somehow around the line, people stop doing Shavadam. They stop reading Prabhupada books. They stop chanting, neglecting the chanting. Hare Krishna, aisa kuch kar. Then what happens? The spiritual life will start becoming stagnant. And then all material desires will start opening up, and the material world will look so attractive, because no Shavadam. So this Shavadam is not material, it is spiritual. Okay? Therefore, Janma Karma Chame Devyam Evam Yoveti Tattvataha. When you hear about Krishna, by chanting his holy names, most important, and also we hear from great acharyas about Krishna, what happens? Takta Deham Punarjanma. We do not take birth again in this world, go back to the spiritual world. The same thing. Who has understood now? Haryashas have understood by hearing Narada. Prabhupada said this is a result of hearing a pure devotee. What is the use of hearing? Just like these Mayavadis. You hear Mayavadis. What you will develop desire to go to the spiritual or no desire? They will give you one. This much they will teach you. Kim asat karma bhi bhavet. That's what they do. What is the use of temporary material activity? What is the use of temporary material activity? But they do not talk about the spiritual world. So, you cannot make somebody stop material activities, because mind cannot be made into vacuum. But you are not giving him positive activities, it will not last. Yeah? Suppose I tell you, from today, stop watching movies, stop doing all material activity, correct? Stop doing all wasteful activities. It's okay. But I do not give you positive program, you'll go back to again there. Just like a pendulum, it will just, but people go generally is pendulum, bhoga tyaga. They launch into sense gratification, then they get frustrated after some time, and they say, no, I don't want. But because they do not get positive thing, they go back again there. You understand? Suppose you go to watch movies, you watch 1 movie, 2 movie, 3 movie, headache you get after. I'm not going to watch any movie, all useless. Okay. But that is very good, that vairagya. But if it goes to, now I say I will read Krishna book, instead of watching these nonsense heroes, I will hear about a real hero. Very nice. You will not come back to this foolish activity. But if you do not take to read Krishna book or hear about Krishna or chant his holy name, this vairagya will not last. You'll go back to sense gratification. That is called pendulum. Bhoga, tyaga. Most of the people are in this stage. But when tyaga is there, better launch into spiritual activities. Therefore, Prabhupada said the American student quickly took it up. Because tyaga was there. They are fed up of sense gratification. In American society, they are sick. Okay, when Prabhupada met them, particularly in that mood they were sick of it. And when they saw a positive program, they immediately launched into it. They didn't go back to the material activity. In fact, it became such a phenomenon. There are some police officers also in New York City and other places where ISKCON was there. If they used to find, because American government was spending billions of dollars to de-addict the drug addicts. But they found Prabhupada is very successful in de-addicting them. So they used to pick him up and leave him near the ISKCON center, go there. Because they know the Swamiji does, they don't know what he does. But once they go inside, one thing is good, they stop their bad habits. And Prabhupada used to say, actually you people are very good in features. American people are fair, correct, tall. But because of their, disorganized life, they mess up their life. Even now, they will not be able to maintain relationship with the wife. They even mess up with the children's friends. Individually, everybody is a son of Krishna, so nobody is bad. But they disorganize their personal life very badly. True. So then, if they come to Krishna consciousness, they become so peaceful actually. Prabhupada used to say, this movement has converted hippie to happies. Okay? And that is, he said, not my contribution. That is the work of mercy of Lord Chaitanya. By mercy of Lord Chaitanya, he never took credit for himself, never. But he said, by mercy of Lord Chaitanya, we can see millions of people are getting delivered from the material existence. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.